Hey everyone, I'm here to show you a quick and effective dynamic warm-up routine to help promote blood flow to your muscles prior to your lift. First thing that we're gonna start off with is some lunge and twists. It's important to remember railroad tracks instead of in line. This is gonna help keep your center of balance even so you're not weebling and wobbling all over the place. You're gonna take a step out and twist into whatever knee is up, and you're gonna walk down the room about 10 times alternating on each leg. Once you finish with those, you're gonna walk back down to the opposite side and you're gonna do some toy soldiers. And we're gonna kick our feet up through our hands as we walk down the room. We're gonna also do that about 8 to 10 times. Once you've finished with those, we're gonna go into some windshield wipers with our knees. These are a good hip opener. We want to kick our knees out until we get about halfway down the room, and then we want to switch and bring our knees inward towards our hips as we finish the walk for the rest of the room. Once we finish with those, we want to do some lateral leg drags. So we're going to step out into a lateral lunge and pull our foot towards us. And you want to do this about 4 times on each leg, and then you'll work your way back down in the opposite direction. 5. Once you finish with those, we're gonna go into some shoulder walkouts. And there's a couple of different ways that you can progress this exercise to make it more difficult for you. First, we'll start off with just a basic walkout, walking your hands out in front of you, and then walking them back towards your body. To make it a little bit harder, we're gonna walk our hands out, go into a push-up, and walk your hands back. To make it even more hard, you're gonna walk your hands out into a push-up, bird dog, push-up, bird dog. Walk your hands back to you. Once we finish with that, we're gonna get into a tabletop position, and we're gonna reach our hand through our arm and then up towards the sky. We want to do this about 4 or 5 times on each side. And then we're gonna do some fire hydrants. What I like to say is pretend like you're peeing on a fire hydrant. You're gonna lift your leg up to the side. We're gonna do that 4 or 5 times on each side. Once we've finished with that, you're gonna lay onto your back. We're gonna do a glute bridge reach across. So we're gonna push ourselves into a glute bridge and take our hand and reach across the opposite shoulder. You want to do this about 8 or 10 times alternating. Once you finish with that, you should be good and toasty and ready to begin your lift. It's super important to remember to never ever do static stretches before you lift, as that can create too much muscle laxity and can cause injury on down the road. So please always do your dynamic warm-ups before your lift and do your static stretching after you lift.